What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another banger video. Today I got you guys my top 4 loadouts for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Season 5. These are all made by me. So yeah, before we get into today's video, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. And yeah, let's get into these beaming loadouts. Alrighty, so for loadout number 1, we got the Tempest Razorback and the Lockman sub. I am running the Stim and the Throwing Knife with the Weapon Specialist perk. You guys can change that, it's totally up to you. But for the Tempest Razorback, we got the Echoless 80 muzzle, we got the FSS Sharkfin 90, we got the 45 round mag, the OPR threat stock, and AMR PV4. So let's get into the tuning for this. For the Echoless 80, we want max recoil smoothness so we can control that recoil as much as we can. And then and that's at 1.40. I am putting it the bottom side to side to negative 0.39 for aiming stability, so it kind of gets a little steadier for us. And then we go over here to the Sharkfin 90. We're gonna do max recoil stabilization and put it at 0.22 for the side to side, so it gives us a little bit of aiming stability and more accuracy control. And then let's go to the optic. We want to put it at negative 0.10 for the up and down, and then we want to put it at negative 0.64 from the side to side, because we want this to be like a medium range, far range gun. We don't want to put it at max far range because I don't want it to be super far. And then for the last attachment for tuning, we have the OPR stock. We are going to do max 4 on aim walking steadiness, so when we're walking while aiming, it'll be as steady as possible. And then aim idle stability, we want to put that at max 2 to get that more accuracy control and everything. And then we want to put on the 45 round mag, and we're gonna go into the firing range here and watch how good this thing is. Yeah, you got a little shakiness and you have to control it, but still, it's a beaming loadout though. Now let's go on to the secondary. The secondary is, we have the Lockman sub, and I'm pretty sure I made a YouTube video on this, so I'm just going to add it in here. Anyway, the 1999 is what I named it. It is the Lockman sub, and I know I've had this in a couple of them, so we're going to bring it back. For the barrel, we're going to do the L38 Falcon 226mm. For the tune on that, we want max recoil steadiness, and we want to put it at 0.28 on the side to side, so it gives us the damage range and gives us more mobility, and our damage is a little bit higher. For the next one, we want to throw on the Bruin Cubic Compt. We want max recoil stabilization and max recoil control, so it controls that recoil as much as possible. Next, you want to throw on the Sharkfin 90 underbarrel. Want to tune that, recoil stabilization as always, and you want to put it at 0.22 from side to side, more positive 0.22 towards aiming idle stability, so it gives us more accuracy and control. Next, you want to throw on the 50 round drum, and then you want to come over here to the stock and throw on the Lockman S76 factory stock. This is going to give us a lot of control, so we're not back and forth on shooting. You want to leave up and down at 0, and then you want to bring it to negative 1.78 towards aim walking speed. That'll give us more accuracy control and a little bit of more mobility. So yeah, this is it for loadout number 1. Let's go on to loadout number 2. Okay, so for loadout number 2 is we have the 5.56 Icartus LMG with the Vaznif 9K. We are also running a Stim, a proximity mine, and also the Weapon Specialist perk package. But you could do any other perk package you want, but this is what I'm going with. So going on to the LMG. Our muzzle is we're going to use the second Tread 40. And then for the barrel is the Fact SB. Optic is the SZ Recharge DX. Otherwise, what you could use is you could go with the AIM V4. And if you want it to be a little closer range, you could go with the Cronin Mini Pro. Either choice, it's up to you, but this is what I'm using. Then we're going to use the Demo Fade Pro Stock and the VX Pineapple Underbarrel. So for the muzzle tuning, we want it max recoil stabilization and max recoil control, so we don't have to control it with our right stick. It'll just do it itself. So next is the barrel. We want a max recoil steadiness and aim down sight speed to negative 0.40, so we don't have to. So it controls that handling as much as it can possibly can, so we don't have to do that. Next is the optic tuning. We're going to do, for the up and down, we're going to do positive 1.06 towards flinch resistant. So when we get flashed or something, we could still shoot hip fire and have control on that. Next, you want to do negative 0.57 closer to the far side, just so you can, like have the optic is like far enough and it's like medium range, close range in between there. Next is the stock. We are going to do up and down to 0.77 towards aim walking steadiness. So when you're walking while aiming in and you shoot, it's going to be as steady as possible. Then you want to do max aim walking speed. So when you're aiming in and walking, you can move a little faster. And then the XB Pineapple, max hip fire recontrol. So if we were going for hip fire kills, we can have it as steady as possible. And then you want to do plus 0.12 towards hip fire accuracy. So when you're going for hip fire kills or something, you have that accuracy controlled as much as you can. So next, let's go to the Vasnif 9K. Alrighty, for our secondary, we have the Vasnif 9K here. We're using the Bruin Compt muzzle, the FSS Sharkfin 90 underbarrel, the 45 round mag, the True Tack grip, and the Ozarts stock. For the muzzle tuning, you want a max recoil stabilization and max recoil control. Again, so you don't have to control it with that right stick as much, maybe just a tad bit, but otherwise you are good. Next is the Sharkfin 90 tuning. You want a max recoil stabilization and 0.15 towards aim ideal stability, just so you, for aiming idle stability, when you get more accuracy, you can get more accuracy in it just a tad bit, not too much. Then you want the 45 round mag, and then go into the True Tack grip. You want max recoil steadiness, so you don't have to control it with your right stick as much. And then you want negative 0.12 towards sprint to fire speed. So when you're sprinting, you can fire as quick as possible and get those easy kills. Next is the Ozarts stock. You want to do it max aim walking steadiness, so when you're aiming in and walking, you can move faster and get faster mobility. Same thing, max aim ideal stability. Same thing from the aim walking steadiness. So yeah, that's it for loadout. That's it for this loadout. I will show you what they look like in the firing range. Here's the carcass. You just have to control it a little bit, but not terribly. And then the Vasnif, you have to control a little bit, but not much. It's mostly good for close range, the Vasnif. So yeah, let's go on to loadout number 3. Alrighty, so for loadout number 3, we got the TAC 56 and the X12 pistol. We're going to run the heartbeat sensor and the throwing knife this time with the Vanguard perk. The reason why I'm using a heartbeat sensor is because if you wanted to camp and just sit somewhere, you want to use the heartbeat sensor, because that's what the pistol will be for, to get those camping kills, So let's go into the TAC 56 build. We're going to use the RF Crown 50 muzzle, the Commando foregrip underbarrel, the TV Cardinal stock, the FSS Combat grip, and the 60 round mag. So for the tuning for the muzzle, we want to do max recoil stabilization and max recoil control. So again, you don't have to control it that much with your right stick. It'll do it all for you. For the underbarrel tuning, you want to do max recoil stabilization and positive 0.31 towards aim ideal stability. It'll give you more accuracy and a little bit of more recoil control from the up and down side. Next, you want to throw in that really good 60 round mag so you don't have to keep reloading. Next, for the tuning for the rear grip, you want to do max recoil steadiness. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again multiple times. You don't want to use that right stick to control it. Doing this, putting your recoil steadiness at max, it'll do it for you. And then your sprint to fire speed is when you're sprinting and there's a guy right in front of you, it'll shoot right away and you'll try to get him as fast as you can. So yeah, for the Cardinal stock, we want to do positive 1.55 for the up and down towards aim walking steadiness. So when you're aiming in and you're walking, it'll be as steady as possible so you don't have to control it with that right stick. Same thing with aim walking speed is negative 1.55. So when you're aiming in and walking, it'll be as slow as, you'll go a little bit faster than you normally would. And yeah, let's see it in the firing range. Again, you have to control it a little bit because it goes up, but otherwise, it's pretty good itself. So yeah, let's go on to the secondary. Okay, so for our secondary, we have the X12 pistol. For our muzzle, we want to throw on the Comp 95F pistol muzzle. Then for the barrel, you want the XRK Sidewinder 6 slide. And then the 1 milliwatt pistol laser with the Akimbo X12 rear grip and the 9mm overpressured plus P ammunition. So for our muzzle, here's our tuning: max recoil stabilization and max recoil control. You guys already know why we do that. So yeah, copy that. Next is our barrel. We want to do max recoil steadiness in our damage range at max, because our damage range, if we're back a little farther, it'll do a crap ton of damage. The most damage you've seen with a gun. But also when you're closer, it'll kill them like in a millisecond. So yeah, copy that down. Alright, for our laser, we want to tune it to max sliding hip fire accuracy and max hip spread. So when you have the Akimbos on, when your hip spread, it'll spread more so you can deal more damage to them with the ammunition. So max on both of that, and then you want to throw on the Akimbo rear grip, so it's dual, and the ammunition, we want to do it at negative 0.70 recoil smoothness, and then you want to do recoil steadiness at negative 9 grams. You guys can copy that, and it'll give us more recoil, a little bit more of recoil control, but also it'll allow us to do more damage. And yeah, let's see her in the firing range right now. You guys can tune it however you want, but it's like really good close range. So we'll do it on the wall too. It's not that bad. So yeah, let's go on to the next loadout. Alrighty, so our fourth and final loadout is the M4 in the same Lockman sub build that I showed in this video. You can go back to that and copy it if you want to. I will still show this build, but yeah. Then I'm using a stun grenade, a thermite grenade, and the weapons specialist perk package once again. So going into the M4 build, we have the Echolus 80 muzzle, the Commando foregrip, the 45 round mag, the Tempest P80 strike stock, and the AMOP V4. So for the optic tuning, you want flinch resistance all the way up to max, so if you flinch and you get stunned, it'll keep control as you're shooting, and you'll have that recoil controlled a little bit. And then you want negative 1.01 towards far, because you want this to be a long range AR and not close range, but also you don't want it to be a super far AR. It's like in the middle again. So you can copy that tuning down. Next for the stock is max aim locking steadiness and max aim locking speed. The reason why we want to do that is so if we get stunned, we can move as fast as we can, or if we just have to get out of a sticky situation, we can move as fast as we can with this gun. So there's that, you can copy that down. Next we got the one and only 45 round mag. The Commando foregrip tuning is max recoil stabilization and aim ideal stability at max, because you want a good chunk of accuracy so you can hit those shots like an absolute god. Next, you have the Echoless 80. Is max recoil smoothness and max bullet velocity, because the bullet velocity, it will give us that range for the gun, and the recoil smoothness, you guys already know why it's max. So yeah, let's go to the secondary. So for the Lockman sub, it's the same build that I was using. I will go over it one more time. I will just actually show it here for you guys, and then I'll just show the tunings quick. But if you want me to talk about it more, go back into the video and find that. So here I'm gonna just go through the tunings quick and just show you guys all of them. That was the underbarrel. This is the muzzle. This is the stock, and then this is the barrel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below on which loadout you tried and which one you love, and give me your guys' loadouts in the comments that I could try. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop your favorite loadout in the comments, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and peace out.